Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Who the hell is that old man? Bury that old asshole!
But you obviously prevailed since you said you down
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack. Because when I woke up...
From the dead?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, there, even over there.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me, guns a-blazing.
Var det där bekännet till Özin.
But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Könnte man es sehen.
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him. Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a falling branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Aber nicht so gut.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed, each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought.
Singers.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the
You
dead.
told us before that you see him alive.
He was alive.
Wasn't a big deal.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Cassidy und Sundance. Plötzlich holte der Böse und der Tote. War ein Zombie.
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Eda's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
That's too bad.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance
Yes,
Kid
Mom.
died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Schlussakt.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Ach komm, wir haben sowieso alle kaputt gemacht, vergelten ihm auch. Letzter Standoff.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it.
Holy shit! Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Ach, für unsere Vergangenheit.
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus!
Did you know it was him all along?
Cassidy told me Bob was in Abilene before he died. But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Greaves.
So where you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Und damit sind wir hier zu Ende bei Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Ich muss sagen, also es war jetzt nicht so ein langes Spiel, also trotzdem, aber ich finde so, was ich ganz schön fand, ist jetzt das komplette Spiel eine Geschichtserzählung gemacht wurde, dass das wirklich so aktiv eine Geschichte erlebt so. Und natürlich haben die das ein bisschen mit der Schießerei und alles, aber sonst so, ja, so mit dem Duell, also das ist auch wirklich so, muss ich sagen, war noch geil, was ich bis jetzt so erlebt habe. Ich weiß nicht, ob das bei den anderen Golfspielen so ist, aber sonst, es ist mal so schön, mal so aber so eine Geschichte, wo du nicht einfach so dein eigener Weg ist, aber wirklich einfach eine aktiv erzählte Geschichte spielen tust. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie die da haben für als Voice Actors. Weil das haben ja auch ganz schön mit die schönen, schweren Akzente, so Rede-Variante auszuzeigen. Also ich muss sagen, dass für das Spiel selber ist, finde ich persönlich gut gelungen. Muss mal gucken, wie die Voice Actors kommen. erste Karte hören. Gitarre, okay. Radio Ranch ist eigentlich okay in den USA aufgenommen, okay. Das heißt, Gift John zeigen. Ja, auf jeden Fall, die haben schön YouTube-Wahl gemacht, was betrifft die Voice Actors. Würde ich sagen. Spezialwahl, Voice-Talent. Sprachtalente, Mocap-Talent, Font-Designers, AI-Programmeur. Nein, jetzt wird mal wieder über die Rolle zu spielen, ne? Sehen. Hallo, Duel vom Puffin Steam, ey. Publisher Ubisoft Entertainment. Ubisoft noch richtig war. So der Unterschied zwischen die Publishers damals und heute. Auf jeden Fall von den großen.
There are men who fear legends, but a man legends fear. He's a four-hosted reaper, crying bullets for tears. When a drought comes in justice, bullets make good rain. When the heartache has dried up, only blood heals the pain. There's a time for grieving and a time to just pray. There's a time for forgiving, but it's not for today. You can hide sins from the gavel, you can drown them in rum. When silence grease finds you, there's nowhere to run. And time goes too slowly for the gunslinger's eye. Till he's buried his promise, there's no time to cry. There's a time for grieving and a time to just pray. There's a time for forgiving, but it's not for today. There's a time for grieving and a time to just pray. When silence grease finds you, it's a time you must pay. That's a time you must pay.
Also kommt noch ein bisschen, muss ich mal so denken.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Won't you spare me over another year?
Gunslinger Babes, also mal gucken, wie da noch gezeugt wurde, die seit der Produktion. Das haben sie 2013 war das Spiel, ne? Schon mal länger her. Na, da will ich mal sagen, danke fürs Zuschauen und Wir werden uns beim nächsten Spiel sehen. Auf jeden Fall dafür Zuschauen und bis dann.